I don't know what is going on here. Oh, come on, you're wagging your tail. Hi there, happy people. It's me, Amy Van Dyken, and I'm back again. When I asked you guys some things that you wanted me to talk about as I'm coming quote unquote back to YouTube, a couple of you had said that you would like to hear my bladder story. And I've had a long and torrid past with my bladder ever since I got injured. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell you that right now. Basically, when you become injured, for those of you that don't know, you become injured and your insides all become injured. So your bowels, your bladder, all of that stuff. So for the bladder, you end up having to use a catheter. So you're injured and they obviously put a catheter, and it's a Foley catheter. That's one of the ones where you can see your tinkle on the bag on your leg, which is so sexy. But when I was in the hospital and we started doing intermittent catheterization, which is IC, they basically had me using this catheter right here. It's a Coloplast. And this is really kind of fancy, and this is really good if you're on a long trip because obviously getting into the restroom in an airplane is really difficult. This one is really good for that. So what it is you open it up and it's got a bag attached to it like this. So basically then you open this and then there's the catheter. So basically you tinkle into this bag. And then when you're done, you rip it open and dispose of it, which is great. So that's really good for long trips. Now, I got home and started having a lot of problems with my bladder, a lot of UTIs. So, couldn't really figure out what was going on. Ended up going to a great doctor, Dr. Borhan. Oh, I have this, it's on my leg, like right down here. I'm not kidding. I've got it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Even tell about that. Sweet. We better snap you. Oh my God.
And he basically said that what happens is, when you're standing, you can stand and almost, if there's like quote unquote sediment in your bladder that is causing all of these problems, when you're an able-bodied person, you sit up and use the restroom. And so it kind of all drains out, kind of like the sediment in a wine bottle, if you will. So when you pour it upside down completely, it all comes out. If you kind of only have it at a tilt, it doesn't all come out. Well, when we, as people in wheelchairs, most of the time use the restroom, we are like this. So we scooch out in our chairs and we will use this catheter. But I was getting a lot of that sediment. And what we decided to do was every 6 months, he was gonna go in and he was going to clean out my bladder. So they put something in there that basically, if you think about your floors when they get dirty, you Clorox them, right? That's not exactly what it is, but that's kind of giving you the idea. So they clean it out, get rid of any bladder stones that are in there. And then what we figured out as well is that as I'm getting more feeling moving down, I'm getting a spastic bladder. So what that's doing is it's making it so it doesn't really know what to do, and it'll just let go of stuff. So he decided that he was going to Botox basically the entry to my bladder. So it kind of loosens up. Think about like what it does to your forehead, right? So you can't squish your forehead and do all of that stuff. That's basically what it does to your bladder. So your bladder won't open and close and spasm like that. It'll just kind of stay closed. So it won't release unless you want it to with your catheter. So with that, I kind of started missing the tinkle, if you will, right? Like when you use the restroom, you can hear the tinkle. I know, simple pleasures, right? Things that you like don't even think that you miss, and you're missing them. So I started doing something that I knew a lot of women had done, and that was using a male catheter. And I know that that sounds weird, but what you do is instead of tinkling into the bag is you scooch forward and you kind of butt right on up to the toilet and you use one of these and you can hear the tinkle. For me, it's a lot easier. I don't like 500 steps when I'm in the bathroom. So tinkling into a bag, opening the bag, blah, 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 blah. Didn't like that. I didn't want to deal with the tinkle. It's so weird talking to people. I tinkle. Anyway, so I got these from Lofric, and these are the male Lofric Primos. So basically what you do is you open it up, there's your catheter, and then you bend this part over and you squeeze it, and that's gonna let a saline solution go down into the catheter. And then you wait about 30 seconds and then you open it up and you use it and then you get rid of it. This has been great. I really, really like this. Now, along with that, I also started using a different catheter. Let's see if I can find it here. And at night, I will do my what we call the program. it's a bowel situation. We'll talk about it later. And then I sit in my shower commode chair, and then I'll also take a shower and get ready for bed and whatever. But I figured out that I'm sitting upright. So think about the bottle that's always like this, but you want to get it upside down to get that sediment out. So I got these little fancy things from Coloplast. Now, these are flippin' teeny and they are cute and they are whatever. But the thing that's great about these is I use them sitting up in my shower chair. Now it's a little bit shorter, it is a female catheter, but it doesn't really matter because I'm already over the toilet. So I just use this kind of to empty everything out, which is great. Now, something that I have just found, I love the Lofric Male, and I was using the Primo like I told you, and then I found these, and I don't know what they're called. It's ORIGO. Just found these, just started using them. So basically this is your catheter. You're gonna pop the bag in here so you squeeze it, then you open it up, okay, 30 seconds later. But here's the thing that's so cool, is it's got this, okay? A lot of us get UTIs because there are germs that get on the catheter and get up into our bladders, right? But if you hold on to the catheter with this, something sterile, then it's going to reduce the risks a bunch. So I've started using this. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'll keep you updated, but everything's so far so good, knock on wood. Something else, when you're in the hospital, they have you wipe with a lot of alcohol wipes, which is great, but sometimes it can cause irritation. So what I have found is baby wipes, right? They work just as well, and you can use them for many things, removing your makeup, other things. So these ones right here, the 7th generation ones, which I got at Target, are the ones that I'm using now. But I've used a couple of different ones, and this is what I use. So remember, before you use the restroom, what you want to do is you want to wash your hands. So I wash my hands, then I go into my little queen room, and then I use some Purell or whatever. Then I wipe with these, and then I use my catheter, which is great. I was still having some leakage. Couldn't figure out why, because we had the Botox and all of that. So I actually, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not saying that you should do this, I'm saying that this is what I do. So just so you know. My doctor started me on oxybutynin, which is something that will help your bladder to stop spasming. So not only do I have the Botox to stop the sphincter from spasming, but I've also got the medicine that's stopping the entire bladder from spasming. So basically that makes it so that I'm gonna have less problems with leakage. Sometimes though, I will leak, and when I do leak, what I do is I run out to the store right away and I get one of those little test strips, which I don't have with me, but they're just the cute little test strips, and you tinkle on it and it can kind of tell you if you've got a UTI, because sometimes it's not easy to tell. We don't feel the pain, we don't feel the burning, we don't feel the immediate need to run to the restroom and tinkle, which able-bodied people do. So if it comes up positive, what I do is immediately run to my doctor's office. I'll either go to my regular doctor, or I'll go back to Dr. Borhan, my urologist, and give a sample, get it tested. And if I am having a UTI, one of the things that has been working great for me is Cipro, which is awful. And everyone can tell when I'm on it because I become exhausted, but it works. So that's kind of been my bladder story up until now. As of now, I've got everything under control. As of now, I haven't had a UTI since my last clean out, which was probably two or 3 months ago at this point. So fingers crossed, another 2 or 3 months and I'm gonna go back in and get it cleaned out. And I need to play another trick on Dr. Borhan. So if any of you guys have any really good ideas to kind of prank him a little bit, let me know. Also, I got my hair chopped yesterday. I don't know if you can tell. I know, I love it, and I did not style it because, you know, I also had to get my hair colored because no, I'm not a natural dark brown, actually a light auburn, but so I couldn't wash my hair because you have to let the color sink in. So anyway, new hairdo, thank you very much. But anyway, that's my bladder story, you guys. So there it goes. It's as easy as that. Again, I will go tinkle every 3 to 4 hours. I will sometimes stretch it to 5 if I'm not drinking a lot of fluids. But remember, you wanna watch your fluids. You wanna make sure that you are drinking enough so that you can keep flushing that bladder out, keep getting all of that stuff out, and just do whatever your doctor tells you to do. And I really hope that this helps. I really hope that if you guys are having bladder problems, that you can get this figured out, because life is so amazing. And yes, I'm in a wheelchair, and yes, I'm paralyzed, but I do some awesome things. I do amazing things, and I live an absolutely wonderful life. So your urine and your bladder should not hold you back from that. So anyway, that is it. That is my story. And by the way, I also got a new camera, so hoping you guys like it. I also got to have some shots of Kuma underwater. All right. Drop it, drop it. Oh, it's heavy. Ready? Okay. Good job. Come here, come here. Come here. Drop it. No, don't do that. Drop it. Good job. I thought it was just so fun. So I love it. I hope to keep sharing things with you. I actually would like to start vlogging. I'm not really good at it, but I'd like to start. So, you know, if you want to see some vlogs, let me know. Let me know any other videos that you would like me to do because, listen, I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide, so I will absolutely share with you. But you guys remember, don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do because it's all up here and it's all in here and you can do whatever the heck you want to do. So everybody, have an awesome day. I love you. Don't forget, if you want to keep seeing videos, subscribe, and if you want to hit the bell, it'll tell you whenever I do upload a video. And if you like this, then if you could give me a thumbs up because I love your thumbs. That got a little weird. Sorry about that. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Love you. Bye. Okay, bud. Hold on. Come here. Good job. Now. All right. Can you pick me back? Pick me back? Come on. Come on. Take me back. Let's go. Come on. Buddy. Come on. Come on, take mommy back. Come here. Come here. Come on. Let's go. Take me back. Good boy.